Important Harappan site. Harappa excavation at the site have led to following specific findings. The row of six granaries with brick platform, 12 granaries together had the same area as the Great Granary at Mohenjo-daro. Evidences of coffin burial and cemetery edge culture. Two antelopes and the hunter on a pot shed from a cemetery has been discovered. Single room barracks, evidence of direct trade interaction with Mesopotamia, a red sandstone male torso, stone symbols of female genitals, house with entrances on the main street, Mohenjo-daro. Some of the specific findings during the excavation of Mohenjo-daro include a college, a multi-pillared assembly hall, the Great Bath, the most important public places of the city, a large granary, the largest building of Mohenjo-daro, a piece of woven cotton along with spindle holes and needles, superficial evidence of horse, a potstone fragment of Mesopotamia origin, evidence of direct trade contact with Mesopotamia, a bronze dancing girl, a humped bull, evidence of violent death of some of the inhabitants, discovery of human skeletons put together, a seal representing Mother Goddess with a plant growing from her womb, and a woman to be sacrificed by a man with a knife in his hand, a bearded man, and a seal with a picture suggesting Pasupati Mahadev. Kalibangan. Kalibangan was an important Harappan city. The word Kalibangan means black bangles. A plowed field was the most important discovery of the early excavations. Later excavations at Kalibangan made the following specific discoveries: a wooden furrow, seven fire altars in a row on a platform, suggesting the practice of the cult of sacrifice, remains of massive brick wall around both the citadel and the lower town, the second Harappan site after Lothal to have the lower town also walled, bones of camel, a tiled floor which bears intersecting design of circles, a human head with long oval eyes, thick lower lips, receding forehead, and straight pointed nose. And evidence of two types of burials in a circular grave and burials in a rectangular grave, double burial. Lothal was an important trade center of the Harappan culture. The town planning in Lothal was different from that of Harappan and Mohenjo-daro. The city was divided into 6 sections. Each section was built on a wide platform of unburnt bricks. Each platform was separated by a road with width ranging from 12 feet to 20 feet. Excavations at Lothal led to some specific discoveries, which include remains of rice husk. The only other Harappan city where the rice husk has been found is Rangpur near Ahmedabad. An artificial dockyard, evidence of horse from a doubtful terracotta figurine, impressions of cloth on some of the seals, evidences of direct trade contact with Mesopotamia, houses with entrance on the main street. The houses of all the other Harappan city had side entries. A ship designed on a seal, a terracotta ship, a painting on a jar resembling the story of the cunning fox narrated in the Panchatantra, evidence of double burial, burying a male and female in single grave, evidence of a game similar to modern day chess, and instrument for measuring 180-degree, 90-degree, and 45-degree angles. The instrument points to modern day compass. Chanhudaro. Excavations at Chanhudaro have revealed three different cultural layers, from lowest to the top being Indus culture, the Jhukar culture, and the Jhangar culture. The site is specifically important for providing evidences about different Harappan factories. These factories produced seals, toys, and bone implements. It was the only Harappan city without a citadel. Some remarkable findings at Chanhudaro include bronze figures of bullock cart and ikas, an ink pot, footprints of an elephant, and a dog chasing a cat. Alamgirpur. Alamgirpur is considered the eastern boundary of the Indus culture. Although the wares found here resemble those at other Harappan sites, other findings suggest that Alamgirpur developed during late Harappan culture. The site is remarkable for providing the impression of cloth on a trough. Kotdiji is known more as a pre-Harappan site. It gives the impression of a pre-Harappan fortified settlements. Houses were made of stone. The remains of Kotdiji suggest that the city existed in the first half of the 3rd millennium BC. Excavation at the site suggests that the city was disrupted by fire. Amri. MD also gave evidences of a pre-Harappan settlement. However, it lacks the fortification plan of the pre-Harappan phase. A spectacular feature of MD is that it gives the impression of existence of transitional culture between pre and post-Harappan culture. Important findings at MD include the actual remain of rhinoceros, traces of Jhangar culture in late or declining Harappan phase, and fire altars. Ropar. Ropar is a Harappan site from where remains of pre-Harappan and Harappan culture have been found. Buildings at Ropar were made mainly of stone and soil. Important findings at the site include pottery, ornaments, copper axes, chert blades, terracotta blades, one inscribed steatite seal with typical Indus pictographs, several burials interred in oval pits, and a rectangular mud brick chamber. There is also an evidence of burying a dog below the human burial, though the practice was prevalent in Bodhum in Kashmir. It was rare in the Harappan context. Banwali, situated in Hisar district of Haryana, Banwali has provided two phases of culture during its excavations: the pre-Harappan phase 1 and the Harappan phase 2. Though phase uh, 2 belonged to Harappan period, chessboard or grid pattern of town planning was not always followed as in other Harappan sites. The roads were neither always straight nor did they cut at right angles. It also lacked another remarkable feature of the Harappan civilization, a systematic drainage system. A high quality barley has been found in excavations. Other important material remains include ceramics, steatite seal, terracotta plough, and a few terracotta ceilings with typical Indus script. Surkotada, situated in Kutch, Bhuj district of Gujarat and excavated by J.P. Joshi in 1972, Surkotada was an important fortified Harappan settlement. The site is important particularly because it has provided the first actual remains of horse bones. A cemetery with four pot burials with some human bones has also been found. A grave has been found in association with a big rock, a rare finding of the Harappan culture. Sutka Zendor, situated in Balochistan in Pakistan on Makran coast on the bank of Dast River, was an important coastal town. It is the westernmost site of the Indus civilization. Excavation of Sukta Zendor have revealed a two-fold division of the township, the citadel and the lower city. It is said that Sukta Zendor was originally a port which later cut off from the sea due to coastal uplift. End or decay of the Harappan culture. The Harappan culture lasted for around 1000 years. Researchers believe a 900-year-long drought in the concerned area led to the abandonment of the settlements. Other reasons that are cited are invasion of Aryans, which is the weakest reasons, recurrent floods, social breakup of Harappans, and earthquakes. There is one thing to note. Amalananda Ghosh in 1965 was the first archaeologist to identify similarities between a pre-Harappan culture and better known as early Harappan and the mature Harappan cultures. Thank you.